It might make the handset the finest folding phone yet. When the Z Fold 7 was unveiled earlier this year, people were left tremendously pleased. The Korean business has been involved in the foldable phone arena for a number of years prior to that, but only with this iteration did the form factor finally marry up with other smartphones on the market. Still, it's not all easy sailing. That handset may have been thinner than its ancestors, but it couldn't improve on the battery specs of previous devices either. The 4,400 mAh capacity inside the gadget is a light year behind competitors like the Honor Magic V5. Still, that could all be ready to alter next time around. According to a Korean blog called DealSite, the Z Fold 8 could pack in a battery in excess of 5,000 mAh. That would mark a seismic shift for the brand, which has famously been ultra-conservative where batteries are concerned. Quite how it will be achieved isn't obvious, but it's certainly an exciting prospect. The battery capacity is one of the greatest gripes many consumers have had with this edition, so improvements there will confirm the brand's standing. It couldn't happen at a better time either. All signs point to Apple's long-anticipated iPhone Fold appearing next year, which will bring some fierce competition to the market. Still, with those products normally debuting around the end of summer, there's a good ways left to go before we'll get to see what Samsung is actually capable of. How the Z Fold 8 promises to address important criticisms from users. Leaks say the Galaxy Z Fold 8 will fix main issues with a larger battery, S Pen compatibility, and less apparent crease. It's been just a few months since the Z Fold 7 made its debut, but leaks about the next generation Z Fold have already started to surface. And if the leaks are to be believed, the upcoming Samsung Foldable might offer substantial changes to the portfolio. Samsung rectified some of the greatest flaws with the Z Fold series with the Z Fold 7. The company had been lagging behind competitors in terms of thickness, and the Z Fold 7 remedied that with an 8.9mm profile when folded. Samsung also managed to reduce the weight to match slab-style flagships, while adding a more powerful processor and a brighter, broader outer display that matches a traditional phone and now stretches closer to the edges. However, despite the advancements, Samsung didn't address, and even eliminated, a few functions from the Z Fold 7. The business discontinued S Pen functionality and didn't enhance the battery capacity either. Now, it looks like the Galaxy Z Fold 8 might remedy both while introducing other enhancements. S Pen support could make a reappearance. According to Korean website DealSite, Samsung is intending to expand the Z Fold 8's battery capacity to roughly 5,000 mAh next year. This should, on paper, give improved battery life compared to the current Z Fold 7's 4,400 mAh capacity. Another update may be an even less noticeable display wrinkle. The rumor claims Samsung would employ a new laser drilling metal plate technology to decrease the display crease further. There are also speculations of Apple aiming to use the same tech for its foldable iPhone next year. Additionally, the source states Samsung is intending to add back S Pen functionality with the next Z Fold. It's unclear how this will be handled, considering that Samsung removed the digitizer from the Z Fold 7 to cut thickness, but the firm is allegedly working on an upgraded S Pen, so we could see it. On the whole though, it seems Samsung isn't slowing down, but instead building on the success of the Z Fold 7 to make the portfolio even more tempting, especially with Apple's first foldable anticipated next year. Of course, a lot could happen before its introduction, slated around July 2026, but things are looking good for the Z Fold 8 already. Samsung finally did it. The Galaxy Z Fold 8 Wide Edition. Samsung is apparently ready to redefine the foldable smartphone world with a highly anticipated Z Fold 8 Wide Edition, which might appear in 2026. This next addition to the Z Fold series is expected to diverge from the tall, thin shapes of its predecessors, delivering a wider, more tablet-like form factor. Identified by the model number SMF 971, the Wide Edition could represent a major shift in Samsung's foldable strategy, aiming to give a more adaptable and user-focused experience. By addressing increasing customer needs, Samsung is ready to alter the bounds of mobile technology. 3. A new approach to foldable design. The Z Fold 8 is reported to stress width over height, giving a design that unfolds into a compact, notebook-like tablet. Unlike the existing Fold models, which use tall rectangular displays, This generation is rumored to incorporate dual 18:9 aspect ratio panels. When unfolded, these panels produce an 18:8 square display, giving a more immersive and tablet-like experience. This design shift is not just appealing but also utilitarian. By emphasizing on width, Samsung intends to bridge the gap between smartphones and tablets, creating a device that combines the portability of a phone with the capability of a mini tablet. This method could appeal to people who value productivity, multitasking, and media consumption on a larger screen. The broader design may also boost usability for applications such as document editing, video conferencing, and split-screen multitasking, making it an enticing alternative for professionals and tech fans alike. 4. Strategic differentiation in a competitive market. This reflects a strategic move by Samsung to distinguish itself in the increasingly competitive foldable market. As more manufacturers enter the foldable space, uniqueness becomes vital. By offering a broader foldable device, Samsung is targeting a niche clientele that values a tablet-like experience in a portable form factor. This plan also puts Samsung to compete directly with Apple, which is reported to be developing its own foldable device with a similar design philosophy. By unveiling the ahead of its competitors, Samsung could acquire an early footing in the expanding market of mini tablet foldable. This move not only underlines Samsung's leadership in foldable innovation, but also illustrates its ability to anticipate and respond to market trends. Additionally, that could appeal to users who have been hesitant to adopt foldable devices because of worries about screen size and usability. By presenting a design that seems more familiar and functional, Samsung may attract a broader audience, further strengthening its dominance in the foldable market. Unanswered questions and potential challenges. While the leaks reveal interesting information into the Galaxy Z Fold 8, numerous crucial elements remain unexplained. Questions about the device's thickness, weight, and battery life are still to be answered. These characteristics will play a crucial influence in defining the device's usefulness and appeal. A broader form factor could potentially result in a heavier or thicker gadget, which might repel some consumers. Additionally, it remains uncertain whether Samsung would retain the Fold name for this model or launch a new naming system to separate it from the present series. Another major difficulty resides in the durability of the bigger folding display. Foldable gadgets have historically faced scrutiny regarding their long-term dependability, and the distinctive form may require additional engineering to guarantee it satisfies user expectations. Furthermore, pricing will certainly be a crucial concern. As foldable devices remain a luxury product category, Samsung will need to find a balance between innovation and price to attract a broader audience. Despite these concerns, this signifies a radical shift in Samsung's foldable approach. By embracing a larger design, Samsung is answering consumer input and exploring new possibilities in foldable technology. If successful, this approach might set a new standard for the industry, influencing competitors and dictating the future of mobile devices. Samsung's potential boost the battery capacity is obviously interesting, but it also raises some doubts about how it plans to achieve so. Like many manufacturers, Samsung's phones employ a lithium-ion battery, which is dependable and efficient. The trouble with them is that there's only so thin that you can make the cells without reducing total capacity. A difficulty for any cell phones, but notably foldables. The alternate option is to use the newer silicon-carbon battery cells, which offer a larger power density. However, Samsung hasn't embraced this innovation yet, perhaps due to worries surrounding supply and endurance. We had heard reports that Samsung was intending to debut the Galaxy S26 series with a silicon-carbon battery, so the same may be happening with the Z Fold 8. For now, we'll have to wait for the official launch of the phone until we know more, but it's undoubtedly an exciting time for foldable lovers. On that topic, let us know if this would be a change that would help you to pick up the next generation of Galaxy Z Fold, or is there anything that you would like to see? So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.